The Miami Heat are a team to look out for as Damian Lillard enters his first free agency per Chris Haynes. Let's get into the video.
And for Dame, I mean, obviously a tough day getting the news, but at the same time for him, still a positive situation as he moves forward, right?
He's already, teams have been reaching out and trying to gauge his interest. So starting out early, this is his first free agency. One of those teams to look out for, the Miami Heat. That was a team that was trying to trade for him when Dame did request a trade from Portland initially. So that's one team that's going to be in the mix. There's others as well. Throw Portland in there as well as a team that, probably possibly make a reunion, but it's the early stages for him, so he's in a good situation.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a timeline there, right?
You have Miami Heat fans up in arms in my comment section saying, we don't want Dame, so let me know. Miami Heat fans, do you guys want Damian Lillard on the Miami Heat? You guys are right. There's a good possibility he can miss all of next season. And then there's a good possibility that he can come back. But especially at his older age, if you can miss the whole regular season, that's exactly what I would do just to be safe. It doesn't make sense you rush back, especially if you know you're not going to win a championship. I understand your concerns about Damian Lillard. He's going to be 36, 37 years old. He's already having issues on the defensive end. People are going to cook him defensively. So I completely agree with you guys. This move would only make sense 2 years ago when Jimmy Butler was here. Not surprisingly, league sources say Damian Lillard received calls from several contending teams quickly after the news of his Bucks ending broke. The question now is whether he wants to sign now and rehabilitate under a team's care or wait until next summer to reassess the situation. There's going to be a bunch of teams lined up for Damian. Like I said, I understand he's a lot older, but any contending team will gladly take a healthy Damian Lillard, especially if he misses a year and he's able to rehab in their facility. League sources say Damian Lillard is elated with this decision. In short, he'll be able to join a contending team of his choosing either sometime sooner or perhaps next summer, without the financial aspect of the decision playing a significant part. And he's right, because the fact that the Milwaukee Bucks are pretty much going to waive and stretch his contract, all he has to do now is go to another team, and he's getting paid by both of these teams. Per Barry Jackson, if you sign Lillard for 2 years at a low number, take this as a gap year and have $27 million or so in space next summer to supplement Bam, Hero, and a potential lottery pick, Ware, Jovic, and Valanciunas, etc., the future could be bright. So though here's frustration with some fans, the future is not bleak. I would still torch it, but this other path has merit for sure. Like I said, Miami Heat fans, I understand where you're coming from. Why are we going to take an older guard when we're going through the youth movement? It really doesn't make sense, especially how you can already kind of see Damian Lillard's decline, especially on the defensive end. Kuminga would love a Heat pursuit, but Miami has declined to pursue to this point. This is the latest with the Miami Heat and Jonathan Kuminga. Obviously, things can change. I would love Jonathan Kuminga only because he's 22 years old and he's full of potential. Obviously, if things don't work out, maybe you could flip him. But I understand why the Miami Heat probably don't want to pay him $30 per season. Why would you? He said it himself. He has to be able to prove himself in this league. And I cannot pay you all this money. That's a prove-it deal to me. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button. And thank you for all the support.